Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new Colossus sessions. This is our Italian Sounds Showcase. So, welcome, everybody. This is a special episode presented in partnership with our friends at Italia Music Export. We will showcase three of our favorite Italian bands. We've got Ash Code dialing in from Naples. We've got New Candies dialing in from just outside of Venice. And we've got Qlowski from, it's a band from Bologna. They're dialing in from London today and based in London these days. Welcome to everybody to this thing. Thanks for doing this.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, so there is a lot of new music from everybody. I think it's nearly exclusively brand new music. We've got a couple of fan favorites in the lineups today, but there's a lot of new stuff coming up. And so thank you to everybody for doing it. And we'll do this in alphabetical order as we always do. And so Qlowski, we'll see you in a little bit. We'll move you over to side stage. New Candies, we'll see you soon. And we've got Ash Code, man. Thank you guys, Alessandro, Claudia, Adriano. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks a lot for having us.
Yeah, definitely. So let's dive right in. There's a lot of music that you have pre-recorded and given to us that we appreciate very much. Can you tell us a little bit about the first song that's coming up?
Yeah, the first song we are going to watch it and listen. It's Drama. It's a song taken from our first LP, Oblivion. And Claudia probably can say a little bit more about this song.
Yeah, drama has a very easy lyrics. It's a sort of nursery rhymes, and it has very catchy melodies and a very strong bass line.
We recorded this first song in a club near Naples called Lizard Club last week. I hope you will enjoy.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, man. Sometimes those nursery rhymes are the best ones, the ones that really, really stick in your mind. That's amazing, man. Well, thank you so much for this. We'll dive in right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the pandemic and the world. I mean, the way the world is right now is obviously massively disrupting for everybody. But it seems, I mean, not everybody had as clever of a response to it as you did. I mean, you were able to turn that into a really positive thing with what you did with Gothic Cat and with your ability to give money to a ton of different worthy organizations. Can you talk a little bit about what your efforts were like in terms of Gothic Cat and some of the organizations that you were able to support?
Yes, we have this brand called Goldget, and we spent the first time of pandemic uh, asking for friends to join this festival. It was a streaming festival, and the first edition was with 10,000 people connected to see, and was absolutely great. We did 7 editions, and it was great because we tried to stay together, all the scene together, all the bands, and we raised a lot of money, and it was very good. Probably in the last weeks, we saw that the people want to go to concert live, so the streaming events now are getting a little bit less attention, but for the first months it was very good
But
for
you
us.
did, I mean, you made, in addition to the live stream, the merch that you said it was your brother that did it, right, Alessandro?
Yeah, my
Yeah, was it?
brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't forget,
Was
it's his brand, his
dude?
work.
So I just bought the Meow
Meow House.
House
You told
T-shirt.
you loved
Yeah, well, I
this.
told you, but I didn't tell the rest of
Yeah,
the internet yet. I want the rest of the
yeah.
internet to know that even though the streaming concerts are no longer happening, the merchandise surrounding it is incredible. So everybody, just Google Gothic Cat merch, gothiccat.net, and yeah, dude, that merch is incredible. Well done, dude. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. And
Yeah.
next song is Fear. Is one of the last song we recorded because after the summer we wanted to make new music, and the first song we made is Fear. Obviously, is about the lockdown we spent alone at our homes, and I think it's better to listen to it. It's a strong song with with a lot of passion in it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Man, so that's. I mean, I know you said that the that streaming is at some point it is going to sort of taper off, and I mean, live. There's no way to replace live shows. You cannot
Yeah.
digitize beer and sweat and human contact and all that kind of stuff. But that felt really good, man. I really enjoyed watching that. I felt a little bit like I was at a show anyway, so I think that you did very well. When does the real what do you guys have coming up in the near future in terms of playing shows?
We have a gig next week in the south of Italy, in Sicily, and then we have 2 shows in Germany and Poland in August, and then we have Italy and UK and other shows. But every day we take a look to newspaper to understand how it's going, because it's the news today in Italy. It's that we can go to the shows with the green pass. So if you ever made a test in the last 3 days, or you have a 2 shots of vaccination, you can go. So it's a news that we heard today. Let's see.
Yeah, so changing very quickly, like it is here. Also, I mean, it's different every time, different based on every concert promoter. It's not even necessarily the government, but based on what private industry wants to do. It is, yeah, I mean,
crazy.
every day you gotta pay attention to it. Well, hopefully you're able to come back to the U.S. I know that you've played. We were talking about you had played in New York a number of times in the past, and so hopefully the U.S. tour. I mean, obviously it will happen again at some point. Hopefully that's sooner than later for you guys.
Yeah, everything was postponed to 2022 because we have some festivals already booked, but I think 2022 it will be possible because it's a very long time. So
Yep. Yep. Well, I'm looking forward to when that is a possibility. Thank you again for doing this. Let's welcome New Candies to the stage right now.
see you later.
All right. What is up, Fernando? We've got Fernando, Ashcode. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you in a couple of
you later.
sets. All right. All
Ciao,
right.
everyone.
Man, so this is all new music off of Vivid, right? That just came out a couple months ago. Came out in June, and so we're hearing a whole lot of new music right now. Thank you for sharing the new tunes with us.
Yeah, every song is from the new record. Yeah.
Nice. What are we going to hear first today?
The first song is called Twin Mine. It was also the first single from the record. The poppiest song of the album, I would say.
All right, let's get into it right now.
It's so fun when I'm sad, if you are too. It's so fun when I'm mad, if you are too. Is it me, my twin mind, right in front of you? It's so
got the internet is on board, man. Michael St. Clair is right here. Hey, Fernando, love the new record. As
Ciao,
is,
Michael.
and dude, Greg is here. Greg Vegas. He just got your vinyl in the mail today. What's up, Greg? I know he's dialed in from here in New York. I wonder where is everybody dialed in? Is it mostly an Italian and an East Coast audience, or I wonder if we've got an even more international crowd than that? But regardless, we've got a good crowd, man. Thanks for providing the music to make this happen. Fernando, you were telling me offline a little when we sound checked that you identify culturally more closely with Venice. I mean, you're just outside of Venice, but Venice has added to your band culturally, and can we talk a little bit about the ways that has happened, and also we're having worked at Fox Studio, what that studio itself and some of the personnel there at the studio have added to your sound as a band.
Yes, starting with the Fox Studio is the studio where we played the session actually, so, and where we recorded the album too, and is run by Andrea Volpato, and he's also the guitarist of New Candies. And yeah, since we started to work with Andrea back in 2016, I think, we kept working in that space, and it's been amazing. I think we recorded our best music there, so it's an inspiring place, I would say. And yeah, regarding Venice, the thing is this: three of us are based in Treviso, but the city of Treviso is not really open-minded. There are not many venues, and back when the band started, we didn't have many opportunities, and we found ourselves playing every time in the Venice area, and I think it's something related to the nature of the city mainly. It's more connected to culture, to art, and so we want to pay homage to Venice in this sense. We feel more connected to Venice than Treviso, even if we are from Treviso. Yeah, most of us.
Yeah. Well, dude, that makes sense, and I really, really enjoyed what came out of Fox Studio, whether it's in black and white. I've seen pictures of it, online, and it looks wonderful, and I really like the treatment that you guys did in black and white as well. It looks awesome, and I really appreciate the music that you've offered. And there's a lot more of it, man. What's second today?
The second song is called "Begin Again," and it's my personal favorite of the album, especially the outro, the final part, and the sweetest, I would say. Yeah.
All right, here we go. We when I was looking at some of your there's a lot of momentum in 2018. I mean, a lot of big shows. You played support for the Black Angels, played support for Brian Jonestown Massacre, for Dandy Warhols, which I mean, that's awesome that Dandy Warhols and Brian Jonestown Massacre happened at clearly at two separate times. I doubt those guys are sharing stages together at any point, but there's a lot of momentum going into 2018. The world is what it is right now. I guess what my question is there, if there was an absolute ideal lineup for your band to be on, whether it's realistic or not, I mean, who was your absolute dream lineup for New Candies to either support or upcoming bands that you would like to support and put them on your bill to headline to feature for you?
I would say I would like to support Nine Inch Nails, Deer Hunter, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. These three are the ones. And Oasis, if they will ever reform, would be nice. The Strokes. But yeah.
Maybe the High Flying Birds if Oasis never gets back together.
Nah, I'm not a big fan of Noel. Noel, no. But anyway, supporting is fun and also inspiring sometimes. But I prefer, small clubs, more intimacy in a way, where you can feel the sweat of the people and the sticky floors and this kind of environment. Very dark places, underground, and those are the places that I prefer more than festivals or big venues, to be honest.
Nice. So you got, let's see, Drake DeRozier's. I don't know if I'll pull it up right here. Drake got to see you guys in Portland, your favorite band. Thank you for creating beautiful music. Drake, where was that? I wonder. Was it in? Do you remember where it was actually? Fernando, was that the Portland show?
It depends on the year. In 2018 was at, I don't remember, but 2019 was at the Fixing Toe, I think it's pronounced, and was sold out. Was amazing. One of the best shows in the States that we had, and we will be back actually in March. So keep a look on our social media. Oh yeah,
yep.
Keep a look on our social media, and we will share the tour. I think by the end of the year, around the end of the year.
I saw one of those dates was at Pappy and Harriet's in Pioneer Town, just like 10-ish miles up above Joshua Tree, that's one of my favorite places in the whole country to see shows at, that's amazing, man. I'm glad that you guys got a chance to play there.
Yeah, it was unique, and especially for us coming from Europe, being a place with a Western vibe, is very special and surreal in a way, because it seems like we were in the middle of a movie set. Because also it was a movie set, so
yeah, tumbleweeds, like maybe a gunfight's gonna break out at any time. Dude. So there is. Let's see, we've got two more, right?
Yeah, the next one is called Helluva Azul, and it's the first song that we wrote for the record. We played it also in 2018. We tried it on the road before recording it, and it's a very childish song, probably. It seems like even the lyrics are like written from a child, in my mind at least, by a child.
All right, and we'll go straight from the third one into the fourth one. We'll just listen to music with no break for chatting. All right, let's do it right now.
We look so sick. I'm gonna lose my mind. I get upset. I deep cry. I crack in my mind. Need to get out.
So you got at least one thumbs up from Flying SARS on the internet, who is all about seeing you guys support Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. So that's you've got it will at least sell one ticket. I would imagine you sell a whole lot of tickets to that show, man. I'd come see. I would travel across the ocean to see that show, actually. I meant to ask you last time. So this doesn't even have to be a realistic thing, but what is the ideal venue? So if New Candy's Black Rebel Motorcycle Club ends up on the same bill together, what is the ideal venue that you would most love to play that show?
Probably Paradiso in Amsterdam or something similar. I would say something where there are two levels of. I don't know how to say in English, but like a theater vibe. I like those kinds of venues where there is a second floor, and maybe a third. I don't know, something like that, where you can see people not only at the lower side, but at the eyes level.
Yeah,
maybe
potentially even above, also looking down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are
dude,
the
it's
best
out.
ones.
It's out there in the world now. Amsterdam, New Candy's Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. We've said it, so we've give a little bit of power to that idea. And man, thank you. That was 4 songs from Vivid, your 4th album. It just came out a couple of months ago, and it's thank you again for doing this, Fernando.
Thank you for having us.
All right, man. Well, we will help me to welcome Qlowski to the stage. We've got Qlowski dialed in from London. Hello.
Hello.
All right, Fernando, we'll see you after Qlowski's set. Oh, shit, sorry. I pressed that button too soon. Sorry. Man, so this is a lot of new music. So Quale Futuro came out. This is the full-length debut, so congratulations to you. This is exciting time for you as a band. Can you tell us what the first song is that we're going to hear today?
The first song is folk song, which is not a folk song, but it's actually quite a dreamy song in terms of lyrics. But I think it's pretty much punk song in terms of music, probably. Yeah, I don't know. I like it.
All right, I do too. Let's we'll dive in and let the internet get a chance to like it as well. Here we go. That white tent that you guys have going on, is that like a home space? Does somebody have that much space in like a garage, or is it at a proper studio with the lights? Because I mean, it looks like there's some fancy lights on the other side of that. I mean, it's well illuminated. It's beautiful. What kind of space did you work in?
Yeah, with this friend of ours, he has like a studio. It's a tiny space, and we just basically covered all the walls with this white.
It was actually purple.
Well, it was actually purple, like fabric thing, and then the guy who basically filmed the whole thing, he had like so many lights.
It was
crazy
amazing.
lights,
I didn't expect that.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
we didn't- yeah.
It came out really well. I mean, I really like the idea of soft light coming from everywhere, as opposed to like one very hard or two hard sources of light. Just everything's kind of beautifully illuminated, and everything about that I liked a lot. Like Nikki, that wide angle lens that's close on you, I like a wide angle that's just really close to the person, as opposed to cameras far away and then really zoomed in. It just kind of there's more intimacy to it. So I really enjoy everything about the way you guys did it. Is it the same studio? It's not the same studio that you recorded in 2020, is it? This is a separate spaces, right?
Yeah, it's still it's still like North London, but yeah, no, it's a different studio. This one is actually proper North London, and where we recorded the album was actually 5 minutes away from where I live, and it's like northeast London. Both of them quite tiny spaces as well. I mean, I guess we like to go cheap, and so I mean, but yeah, no, it's not the same place, but still.
Right. Well, was that the production process? Like, did you guys just finish it before the world went crazy, or did you just started it by the time the world went crazy?
And we finished recording it like end of January.
I think,
Okay.
I think it was like
Yeah, so we were anticipating the end of the world. Like, we just like finished recording it, and we were like ready actually to come to play to the US. And
Yeah. Well, actually, we were at New Colossus last year because we were in New York during those days. No, not last year, like 2020.
yeah.
Right. I know what you mean, though. Anyway.
Yeah, we were in New York because we were supposed to play South by, and we had like a gig the day before New Colossus started, and we were in New York, so we came because a few friends were playing in New Colossus. But yeah, so we were actually in New York when lockdown happened, but so it's
Very,
crazy.
very weird.
Yeah. You just made it out though. Were you able to get home safely and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird, man. I was there. I was definitely there for the shows that they happened. The New Colossus Festival still happened, but just barely, and shows were being just constantly rescheduled. I think it was the last proper good party in New York in 2020.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, there's a lot more of your music to be shared with the internet. Can you tell us what's happening second today?
I think next one should be Lotta Continua. It's like a very short song. I think it's kind of a ballad, but it's very political in the end because it's actually about these kind of like militia, like all-female militia in Kurdistan. They've been fighting against mainly ISIS, but also the Turkish government. But yeah, anyway, yeah. But it's a ballad. It's, I think, probably my favorite song out of the album. So yeah.
All right, nice. Here we go.
Your eyes
Thank you.
So where for that song, what is the inspiration for that? Is it a story that you read? Do you have a more personal connection to militias in Kurdistan? I mean, how does that story end up being an important one for you?
Well, I don't know. I've been reading about it a lot in the past like couple of years, and I think it was at the end of 2019. Basically, it was a moment where Trump decided to stop supporting the Kurdish people, and the same day that basically, yeah, the US decided to withdraw the, you know, I don't know, army or whatever the support we were
yeah.
doing for them. The, the Turkish government started bombing the people of Kurdistan because they are on the border, and for I don't know almost a century they've been trying to um, kind of get all of that land. But yeah, I don't know. It was just like very upsetting seeing like these people, and also because what they're doing is so weird because it's in in the Middle East in a Muslim society, but they have what they're fighting for is like complete equality, gender equality. They give a lot of power to women, and it's kind of like a utopian kind of dream for I don't know, someone in Western world. Like I don't know.
But that kind of sounds like you're talking about a lot of basic human rights and not necessarily a utopia, but just like the baseline that we all should be,
no,
we all
exactly.
deserve.
Yeah, but in that case, like I don't know, but what we're trying to reach is like a complete equalitarian and socialist like society. And I don't know. I thought it was like a model we were inspired by. So yeah, that's.
Nice. Well, thank you, man. I think that's a wonderful song and a good aspiration for all of us, and good to draw attention to stories like that. Has that always? You guys, you've known each other forever, right?
Yeah.
Is that? Do you tend to be drawn to the same sorts of subjects to write about? Do you tend to be drawn to the same sorts of sounds sonically to have a common musical vocabulary, or do you tend to like completely different things and then put those different things together into Qlowski songs? Qlowski.
I don't know. I think like we definitely have the same kind of taste in kind of like eye level.
Yeah.
Then like we take two different ways,
Yeah.
and we are two really different people. Like even if like we've known each other since we were 16, like the approach we have to things is completely opposite.
I think I don't know. There are like some bands that we both love a lot, but also like the band in the past 2-3 years is been like ours plus Danny and Christian, and they have very different tastes from ours. So I think that also influenced us a lot in writing the album, which I think was very cool because I don't know. I think if we would have been just for us, would have been like very much more. I don't know, more like basic and more kind of more.
I mean, they are two amazing musicians, so they really like completely. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, but yeah, Cecilia and I, we have pretty similar tastes. But then there are things I really love, and she is like, what? This is absolutely shit, and same. So yeah, it's kind of.
Nice. Well, I'm having a very good time. Thank you for sharing your Thursday night. It's almost midnight for you guys, which is 1 minute short of midnight. It's still the middle of the afternoon for me, but I really appreciate you sharing your time with us. And we've got one more off of Quale Futuro. If the internet's just joining us, this is the full-length debut, and you've shared 2 songs so far, and we're about to hear a third. What's the third one?
The third song is called "A Woman," and it's just about the struggle of being a woman. Like it's a song that like came out basically between conversation of me morning with Michele, Mikey, and yeah, it's a very like personal song for me. So the rest of the album is more like political this one to me is like, it was very hard to record it and record the video because it feels very, very personal.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing it with us today. Here we go. Today, that the live rendition of that song is awesome, and so is the. I've watched it a couple of times this week. The music video for "A Woman," which is Cecilia just staring at the camera, but you did like these off-speed tricks so that it's, you know, everything's kind of slow and dreamy, but you're still in sync with the music, which is awesome. I like tricks of time like that quite a bit. So you guys did a great job.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to learn the song Double Speed. That was fun. But, yeah.
Did you guys try? Did you only do double speed, or did you try a couple of different speeds until you said yes, this is the one, or double speed was just the right one right off the bat?
Yeah, the guys that were recording the video, they just like say do it double speed. So yeah, but I was the only one hearing it, so I found it amazing that everyone like coordinated the moves, because like the only thing they could see was my lip. So like,
Yeah, well, you did it really well. You hit all of the sync points the whole way through. So well done on that. Hopefully, everybody who's watching this right now will check out that video. And thank you. We'll bring Ash Code back, and we'll bring New Candies back. Thank you, everybody, for doing this, man. We really, really appreciate it. This is the Italian Sounds Showcase brought to you in partnership with our friends at Italia Music Export. So thank you, everybody over there. Thanks, Mike Bell, and everybody on our side who put it all together. We really appreciate it. And let's plug things that need plugging. So we just heard, let's see, from Ash Code, we heard the new single Fear. New Candies, we heard 4 from Vivid, and Qlowski, we heard 3 from Quale Futuro, the debut full length. Ash Code, what do you guys have coming up that we want everybody to know about?
Thanks a lot for having us, and we hope to see Qlowski and New Candies live soon. We liked a lot their songs, and see you very soon in USA. We hope to see you soon.
Yes, indeed. March
Bye.
2022, hopefully.
2022 September it will be.
Okay, cool. Fernando, how about what do you have coming up in the very near future?
Yeah, we have some shows in Italy, but then some others in Europe, Switzerland, and Germany, some festivals, and then a couple of tours in Europe before the States. So if things go well, we will have the chance to see everybody, pretty much. I mean, everybody who comes.
Good, man. We'll travel safely between all those dates. Hopefully that it all happens and we can do it safely. And Qlowski, what do you have coming up?
Yeah, we have some gigs in UK, some in Europe. We're working on next year to come to the US as well. Yeah, hopefully everything can go ahead. We see each other like in real life.
Yeah, indeed, man. I can't wait to meet everybody and actually have a beer. This is fun, dude. I like this. I like this a lot, but it's not a substitute. Everybody knows that. We have to be next to each other in reality, shake hands, do all that shit. But we got to do that shit safely. And so, hopefully March of 2022 is when that happens, at least for the new Colossus Festival. But stay safe between now and then. And thank you very much for the music today. We appreciate it very, very much.
Thank you.
All right. See you guys.